Hi everyone and welcome. I am Laura Cilio and we are so happy to be here with you today for Spring Step and Les Artistes Men's Spring of 2025. So as always, I always like to give a shout out to say welcome and thank you. Thank you for taking your time to be with us today, and we will not disappoint because what we've got in store for you is something really great and fun. So here's what we've got coming up. We're going to start with the men's Les Artistes. And before I get into product, I am going to tell you a little bit about Les Artistes and really the inspiration behind Les Artistes. Now, as you can see right behind me, I'm going to use this hand. Look at the gorgeous Les Artistes for men's. Now, how did it all start? Well, it all started with our Les Artistes for women. So it's a real artistic, they are works of art. It's a way to express yourself. It's a way just to have a really good, nice piece of fun, comfortable, and absolutely looking sharp all the time. So when we saw that success of ladies, it was a natural for us to say, let's bring this into the men's world. And I can tell you from testimonies and from reading reviews that this fella will not go unnoticed. You will be getting compliments like you won't believe. So I'm going to start off by educating you with our best top selling styles of our current season. So if you follow along with me, you're going to see number one, Nico. And Nico is really where Les Artistes Men's started. Number two is Buteford. Number three is Elder. Number four is Jonas. Five is Falcon, another fan favorite. Number six is Leron, and number seven is Calder. As you can see by the styling, there's a lot that are annual, they go year round, and listen, you will not be disappointed. So let's get right into the product, and I'll be sure to point out all features and everything as we go along. So let's start with our first style. So our first style, and as I mentioned to you, this is really where Les Artistes all started. So for those of you who may not know Les Artistes, it's all about hand painting. So just imagine all the great burnishings that are all hand done. So it's truly a really magnificent piece of art. Number one is Nico, and I hope you can see why. So we're going to start off with these Oxford. So it's really like a closed-laced Oxford, but look what you're getting. So when I talked about comfort earlier, I wasn't fooling around. So you can see really nice, and it's just a really great beefy, nice insole. And to have this kind of removable insole and comfort in a great looking style, I think that is the best balance of both worlds. So as you can see, what's new with Nico since he's our number one? Well, we're going to give you some new colors. You're going to see this color here. I'm just going to showcase him for one moment. You're going to see that he is this camel, this really pretty, I'm going to call it like a brown multi. It's really handsome. I know I said pretty, but he is really handsome here. You're going to see that really traditional wingtip together with that broguing design, and that's really what elevates him. So as you can see with these styles, dress him up, dress him down, and that's really the whole great point. Now, I do have an image because I have one more color that I want you to see an image of, and that is the Bordeaux. The image is a little bit dark, but you can be assured that it is a really nice combination of Bordeaux, and Bordeaux is a really popular color right now. Our next style here that we have for you, and I'm just going to keep peeking out these removable insoles because it's really important for you to know within Les Artistes what we're really putting inside. Now, this next style is ranked number 6. You're going to see here, it's an extended cap toe, which is just going to give him a really nice, I'm going to use the word sharp and handsome look. And where's that Les Artistes twist? Well, it's right here in the, I'm going to call it the insets right here, where we're giving him that nice floral, but also what we're doing, and sometimes it's all in the little hints of the details. For instance, we're going to put right here brown, because black and brown, you could wear it with, perhaps it's a black outfit or a brown outfit, it goes. And then not only that, we're going to give you comfort. We're going to give an elastic wear right here and another elastic wear right there inside. So really nice and smartly done. And his name is Leron. Our next style, now we're getting into, we're still in these closed-laced Oxfords, but now we're getting into something that just has this really cool nice Euro flare. So this is something that is really popular, always in style, always very timeless. So you can see it's a little bit more elongated, but because of the European last that we have, as you know, House of European Comfort, you're gonna get a little bit more width right in here as you see it. The layer tee shines right here in the burnishing. It's, imagine someone sitting here by hand burnishing them up, and of course there is that removable insole, and just really nice and handsome. As we talk about handsome, this next style here, metallics. Metallics are always really hot, always right on trend. So why not bring it here to be handsome for our fellas? And here's what we did in Yotters. So you're gonna see ever so slightly, just that little bit of the metallic. And what that allows is, now just look at our model, right? So he has some just, you know, nice jeans on with some great socks, and you can even dress him up. So dress him down, dress him up. I wanna just kind of flash for you the bottom, because look at that. We're doing blue right here, and what that does, you know what? It gives a fun look, a little elevated style. So, you know, when he's walking, you kind of see him. So we're gonna think of all those little details just for him. Our next style here is Jonas. Now you're gonna see we're getting into these a little bit more of these classic moccasin type of looks. So here, I talked to you a little bit about metallic. So we're gonna give him, it has that velvet look. So any of you who know velvet, it just has a really nice look to him, super handsome, and there's the little hints of the metallic. What's great about Jonas is, I know a lot of fellows in our office who wear him, and the great part is your apparel, it's all about the shoes. You can wear a solid black, you can wear dressy slacks, you could go to a tuxedo, then again you could wear it with jeans. So look at how versatile it is. So really nice, and this is our style Jonas. Now I also want to give the little reminder as far as the piping here and the back, that is nice, that is leather. Our next style is another great play on this whole look. Now, as you can see, a little bit more refined look. You're going to see an almond-shaped toe. What is beautiful about this material, and I just do want to just take a moment to describe, is that it is silk thread embroidery. So it is embroidered right now on a sateen fabric, and what that does, it gives it a little bit of that sheen. It gives it that elegance, that something special. This is for the very confident man. He's very distinguished, and again, he wants to get noticed. And you could see, of course, putting in that little bit of the bit. Now we're going to go to something a little bit more casual, a little bit something that perhaps is everyday, because we always say, what way to express yourselves but being casual, because really at the end of the day, it's going to have your personality coming through, and that's really important. So Beaufort ranked number 2. Want to draw your attention to the outsole. So something that is casual. When we have that casual outsole, number 1, you can see, and rest assured it is comfortable. Going to give him the extended welt. We have that stitching right there on the welt, and what that is, that's quality, and that's also durability. Now I'm going to actually talk about the style, because I want you to see, there's the wing tipping, there's the broguing, there's that hand burnishing I talk about, but it also has to do with the inset. So really what we're doing here is, it's this chevron twill material right here, and I'm actually going to show you all together, because we have more colors. Of course we do. We have a really handsome navy. Now when you see that twill design, you know, this is something that's classic. You're going to see it on whether it's a nice jacket or a pants. That's what you'll see. So you're going to see right here, here's the removable insole that we talk about, and then I'm going to highlight another new color, because the coolness here is, I'm talking about the twill here, but this we brought in floral. So when we bring in the floral, we want to make him really have a really muted, nice look, and that does it. So that's something new there. So take notice of all the nice colors. We wanted to lighten him up, and of course give him a little something, you know, darker as well. So you can see just how versatile these styles are. Now, our next style. Those we showed you, and those are it's bold, they're distinguished. But now we're going to look right here, and we're going to look at a style right here that's a little more, I'm going to use the word subdued. So really he's subdued because he has that nice little wing design right here, a little bit of that hand burnishing. We're going to make him a little more casual. We're going to give him that padding all the way around that collar. He is perfed, has little pin dot perfs all the way through, and I mean, just look at the outsole, just really nice. It's a blue color, and then of course the light one on the model you'll see is the light color there as well. The next style that we have for you in Les Artistes is right here, and this is our Asher. You can see here we're giving a little higher polished, so we want to make him casual, but we want to give him flair. We want to get him out of just plain old sneakers, right? We want to give him something casual, so check out the outsole that we have here, giving it a nice little, I'm going to say that like athletic leisure look here, but yet we're giving him high shine. So now that's really dressing him up. And then the inset, we're talking all about these wing tips, right? The inset here, this is it's a handsome done like desert mountain little scene there. So it really just brings in this really beautiful vibe, this really handsome vibe. And then if you want to be as bold with the black, you'll see some florals there. Now you can see we purposely are doing different patterned insets here because we want him to get the two. He needs the two because you're going to have things for a little bit casual and then maybe something for your little other dress up style. As we talk about, now you notice I'm talking about the things that are casual and a little more athletic. Well, we wanted to do an athletic style, a sneaker, and how can we put that Les Artistes twist? Well, we started out with these eyelets that are square, very unique, very modern, very artsy. We shined them up, giving them a nice shine, and then we're going to take all that inspiration that we do best in Les Artistes, which is the tooling. We're going to give insets of that floral design, and I mean the outsole is just really cool, giving him just that little bit of that old school vibe. You have a nice blue here, of course the gray, and you notice that outsole, it's that little touch of the color that brings, you know, it just ties in so really handsomely with that upper design. And I'm just going to flash to the bottom because when we talk about comfort, it's a rubber bottom, so look at the traction that you have. Really nice done. And then of course here is this tan or this camel color. There is that removable insole that we talk about, and again, a lot of gentlemen have this style, and this is our style Falcon. Now for that, really, I'm talking to you about bold, I'm talking to you about distinguished and handsome. Well, let me tell you something. This is a style, he is bold, and he will absolutely get noticed. Yes, he is very interesting. So let me kind of introduce you to him. Number one, it's the outsole. So if you look at the outsole, we put that little bit of that sawtooth edge. You're going to see it almost has three colors right here in the outsole, just really giving it a cool, edgy look. We're going to tie all that in right here with the design. So all leather. We are going to give a little bit of that, I call it like that croco embossed look right here. And then it's really about, look at the sides too, a little bit more of the texture. So remember, in art takes many different forms, and one of the forms is also in the texture and the colors of how everything goes together. Now this next color here, he is a wowzer if I've ever seen it. Bold and very confident. Just so you know, the laces, we will be changing that to black and gray just to kind of give him a little more, funny enough, tonal look because it's all bold right there on the sides, and his name is Angle, so really nicely done. And that's what we have for you for the Les Artistes. hope that you enjoyed them and you saw things. And another point out that I wanted to make about the Le Artiste before I get into the next brand is that if you notice some of those styles, here's the hint, they coordinate beautifully with our Le Artiste ladies styles and of course the Le Artiste handbags. And as I always say, it gives the woman a wonderful chance and opportunity to buy for that special man in her life. So that's our Le Artiste men's. Next, we are going to get into Spring Step. Now, with Spring Step, we're going to still give the comfort, still give the great leathers, something that is more, a little bit more traditional for him along the lines of men. And I can tell you, we just, you know, the compliments that these fellas get when they wear the Spring Step is unbelievable. So let's look at our top selling styles for the current season. The first one is Chris, and you'll see again these are a lot of annuals, and of course that is something that we always have in stock. Number 2 is our Logano. Number 3 is Serrano. 4 is Raymond from our Relife collection with some great technology built inside there. 5 is Felix. 6 is Abisco. 7 is Paul. 8 is Nicolo. And 9 is Jared. And 10 is Aspino. So a really nice selection there. And let's get right into the product. Now, we're going to start off with something that is really nice and fresh. As you know in our name, and I just repeat it, we are the House of European Comfort. So we're going to start in Spain. This particular first style is called Putman, made in Spain. And the greatness about Spain is, you know, we always know them for their cork, their escadrille. So why not do that in men? So that's exactly what we did. Check it out. So the insoles in here, they are actually natural cork. So number 1, it gives it a great look, but a great feeling as well. So what you'll also see is he's lined. The back here is canvas for that easy, nice, easy slip on, easy look, cool feeling. And then we're going to give some jute rope wrapping, and then of course the outsole. We're going to have him be flexible, no midsole in there, you don't need it. And once again, I can just envision this fella, you know, whether it's jeans or no socks, add socks, a little bit of the linen look. There you go, his name is Putnam. So we talked about something that is really classic and Spain, and here's the next style, and his name is Radian. Now what he has is he is a suede. We're going to give him perforations all the way through. You're going to have a little bit of structure here in the back heel counter, but we're still keeping him kind of unstructured because it is light, it is springy, and we want to make him just be able to slip in there very easily. Same exact cork insole as I mentioned before. And then the bottom, I'm just going to flash the bottom to you because the tread is really important. It is a rubber, and he will just have some really nice traction there. Something that's easy, you don't have to think about, just put him on nice and casual. Next style is Anders. This is another very popular style, and what contributes to the popularity is the lightweightness. Very nice, very easy, nice and lightweight. The outsole has a grayish color, so really nice, spot on. And what we've done to give the, you know, illusion of a welt is right here. So we're giving him a little bit of that different color. You're going to notice in the back, we're going to give him that heel structure because he needs a heel counter right there. And then it really comes down to just a really nice fly knit upper, and just in nice colors. It's a nice navy, and of course the black, and you can see how nicely it fits right there on the foot, and it really does feel like a sock. So let's see what else is new within this whole category. So we're talking about Draven, and I'm just gonna turn him around because the coolness here is that it is a mix. It is a mix of that fly knit, but check out the leather on that back heel counter. Now the coolness is it has a really cool, I'm going to call it that burnished look. So look at how cool it looks, especially the edges. It's burnished. You're going to see it together with that combination of that fly knit material. You do have a laces. They are elastic. So if you want to just lace it up just to kind of cinch it if you need it, but if not, easy on, easy off, nice wide mouth here. And then as I was showing you in the back, I just want you to see, look at the sporty little tab. You're bringing in a little bit of that orange color, but oh gosh, it's the outsole as well. So much to talk about here, but I'm telling you, you can see that really nice tread, and of course it has this little splayed out look. You can see how excited we are with our style driving. Talk about something that is just fresh, it's on trend, it's classic, and here it is. It's our Howie. So you're gonna see that nice, almost like that platform look. He is white, but to give that little dimension on the bottom, check it out. So it's the navy bottom. You're gonna see that little brown on the brown. It is a suede. You'll see it's a really nice nap. We're gonna put twin goring right there, and then it's that little bit of the penny loafer look. You have some pin dots. It is all the way through, although he's lined, because we always wanna make sure that you know Spring Step is all about the great leathers. Talking about the great leathers, here comes Luca. So let's get him really nice and casual. You're going to see great padding all around right here. It's the mix of the colors. I love this navy, how not only that back little mustache here on the heel, but we're gonna actually give him contrast piping of the brown right along the trim, and of course all around and inside. Now the inside, to have leather lined and all that great leather, it's a wow. So you're gonna see Luca right here in this particular color navy. You see the black, and I do have a PowerPoint. I wanna show you the white, because Luca wouldn't be Luca without a white. And of course we're gonna give the white some really nice, I call it light gray accents. Let's get into something new. So this new style, his name is Irwin. You're gonna see the outsole. That's a great piece right there. I wanted to highlight the brown. I love to see when we do this great style here in a brown color. An athletic looking style in the brown is just so handsome, so well done. So let me just kind of walk you around this whole particular style. So you can see here some of the burnishing effects that we talk about. Really nicely done, and it just, again, it gives it that polished look, looking for that really great style. You're going to see a little bit, I call them like, it's a little bit like almost debossed because it's raised a little bit. So that's where we're giving him that accent, that little dip here for the comfort, especially around that heel and that back. And then we're going to give a little pull tab. And it's really kind of special because it's that little bit of the ribbon, but it's literally something I can put my finger in and just give it a little extra pull if I needed to. There's that great outsole, and it comes in really nice colors. I really do like when you have that inside to be that contrast color, and you can see it's all great leather inside and out, and that's one of the things that really does set us apart. Let's talk about Chris. Chris is my favorite. He is number one. He's the favorite because he is light. He is everything that you really do need in this kind of a style. So what you're going to see here is you can see the laces. They're elastic. You got the toggle, very easy to adjust, but it's right in here. That is the neoprene. So you have the little bit of that neoprene. I'm going to call him that collar that touches you, and then perforations. You're going to see how we're going to give him something sporty, and sometimes it's as little as a detail as just this little striping right here together with that little bit of the pull tab. We're big with the pull tabs because it helps you to get these sneakers on and off. Really lightweight, and of course you have nice flex right there in the forefront. So navy, black, camel, and of course the gray. Trenton. All leather, has a really, I'm going to call it that retro look of that sneaker, where you can see a very traditional toe design, like how we have, you know what, they are a bright white lace. It's a rolled lace, just really elevates the style because, again, it's going to accent that leather lining right there. And yes, it's light color, but the cushioning is unbelievable. You're also going to have cushioning right there underneath the tongue, lightweight, and just a really nice, cool outsole. And that's Trenton. Let's get into something new. And this is our Antonio. So many of the fellas in our office, when we first were developing and designing, just was crazy about this particular style. The color combinations and the outsole are really cool. So we're gonna just jazz him up with the orange together with the navy. That is a perfect combination for me. And then we're gonna also just do a little mix of the materials, give him that traditional suede right here around the toe and of course on that back heel. And you can see the blue also right there on Pedro. You can see that it has the blue with the other little color of the accent. So really smart done. It's the red. So just that little pop of color, that's all he needs. And this is our style Antonio. Let's get into other casuals that are just easy peasy, just let slip on and just have a nice ease. This next style is Horde, new for 25, and you can see it's also the leather. So this particular leather you're going to see has a polish, has a burnishing, that's the way we do it, but also has a little bit of that texture. So I'm going to describe it as a little light pebbled leather. You're going to see the outsole. The outsole is a beige color, has really nice flexibility right to him right there. And then you're going to see right there, spring step. I want you to see that removable insole. You're going to see that we're going to give him the extra padding right there on the heel, that where he needs it. And then, you know, I do have to point out all the little details. Check it out. So just that little bit of that mustache right there on that back heel counter in the different color leather. I mean, just adds that little something very special. And I use that word distinguished because he's a distinguished gentleman. Our next style is Lugano, ranked number 2. So you're going to see it's those beautiful burnished leathers. The sporty outsole, we're going to give an outsole that is blue, has a little ever so slightly line of the brown, and then of course getting into the beige just to really round it out. Let's give twin gore right there, so this way it moves with him and makes it nice and comfortable for him. We're going to give padding around because we want him to feel great as he's secure right into the style. And then it just gives a really nice clean look, the way that the toe has a little bit of that mock toe there, but yet it really does blend right into the color of the outsole. So another handsome, smart style. Alton. This was a new style and has performed well. We'll be carrying him over into spring of 25. Just to really, now you're going to see a little bit more, I always like to say a little bit more beef to that outsole. Really sporty looking just by the look of him. Going to give a two-tone here because it's all about giving dimension. Now the black we wanted to do all over black, giving him that really nice monochromatic look, making it easy. But we're going to have fun with this particular brown. The brown is smartly done, and you're going to see here the mix of the materials, a little bit of that suede back here and around the toe character, but once again giving a little high shine. And the reasoning, just to repeat it, so you can dress him up and dress him down. Really nice. Within our casual array of styles, we have Mateo. Fun fact about Mateo, if you look, you're going to see it's our stitch construction. So this is our Fusaro for men's, if you will, because it's all that greatness. I'm just going to pop out this insole because I want you to see the insole. I'm going to give him a little bit of that cup right here because we want that heel to obviously be sturdy in there, because we want to make sure that he can walk with confidence and he can be comfortable all day no matter what he's doing. Think of travel, think of all those great opportunities just to have something really quick and light to throw in your bag. Now this particular style is it's a suede nubuck, so you're going to see a little bit of the pin holes right there. He is lined, so you'll have all that great nice leather lining, and then it's all that great construction, the stitching, and that's what makes him really stand out. Now Mateo, I just described to you about the material, little pin dots. So our next style whip is a solid, all over solid leather, a nice handsome gray, and of course the black. There is that removable insole that we talk about, giving nice twin goring right there. And I mean, look at this, it's just wonderful. And that is our whip. Get it? Whip stitching, there you go. The next style is Crispin. You're going to see another moccasin. Now, when we get into moccasins, we also want to talk about leather. You know, we talk about the styles being durable. We want them to last. And another thing that we want to do is protect the leather. And we're going to protect it by the outsole. Going to bring him up ever so slightly right there in the back. You can see it on the model's foot a little bit better than the black in my hand. But a really nice outsole where not too flat, but just enough to give him that comfort that he needs. This particular style is lined. The perforations are all the way through. And I always like to get a kick out of it because the perforations aren't just pin dots, but they're actual little squares. So giving him that really masculine look with that geometric little detail there. And you can see all that great stitching there. And it's really all about all that great quality and all the details. And that's what Spring Step stands for. Next style is Ello. Let's give him a bit of a bit, haha. So what we're gonna do there is he has like this really nice, it's almost like that gunmetal look on the black, just to really give him, again, that masculine look. This is a nice pebbled leather, giving him that texture. And when we do the pebbled leather, that really tends to lean a little bit more towards the casual, but it's, darn it, it's that bit that dresses him up just so sweetly. You're gonna see, we talked about that little bit of that, you know, that bottom, that driver mock, and then you're gonna just see a really nice tread there to give him nice traction. And let's talk about something new, and here it is. It is our Deckard wovens. Wovens are right on trend. Actually, I should say wovens never go out of style. They're always right on trend. And here's the great part about him is that this upper right here on the vamp is literally woven. So you will literally see the pieces of leather woven together. We wanted to bring that woven look all around on the sides here, but what we've done was we did the woven more of a pressed, more of that tooling or that embossed look, giving him something that's ever so smart looking. All over leather to bring the comfort. You'll see a little bit again of that polished look, and that's just to give him that really something nice and elevated, because we always say once you're elevated here, all the apparel, everything else just really falls into place. And that's our style Deckard. So we're talking about things that are maybe a little minimalist, a little understated, and that's great. His name is Sea-Toe. Pebbled leather, and it's the toe shape I want to draw your attention to. So something that is a really nice almond shaped, and no matter, you know what, maybe it's, you know, life is fast and maybe you have to get dressed in a quick flash, and this is the answer, because you'll be able just to quick slip him on and go and look dressed again no matter where you go. Maybe it's just to the grocery store. Our next style is Jared. Jared's been with us, ranked number 9, and as you can see, why they're still with us is because they keep on selling. These are classic styles. I want to show you this particular removable insole because there's something really unique about it. Now, not only are you getting it here, the metatarsal, but you're going to have a little extra something here at that heel stripe. Want to make sure that it stays in place, so it does have a little bit more of those, I'm going to call them grippies, but you'll also see here we're going to extend that driving mock ever so slightly up top, and the back here to keep him nice and protected. And once again, we're bringing in that pebbled leather, and that's our style Jared. Let's get a little dressier in nature, and we're going to turn to Paul, ranked number 7. And with Paul, you're going to see a very traditional, a penny loafer here, really nice and super soft. I hope you can see as I touch and feel through the screen. And you're also going to see a little bit of burnishing and the great almond toe shape, and that is our style Paul. Next style, we talked about styles that are annual. This is something that is new for our current fall season as well as spring. And Donahue, I mean, just take a peek right there. Says it all. It's that lining. It's that really nice color. Really nice, and I'm going to say sleek, because I really like how that outsole is. Very sleek, and you're going to see also in our fall catalog, if you check it out, we have this whole outsole with also boots. You're going to see on a Chelsea boot. So be sure to check that out. but just to go back here to Donahue, you're gonna see Pedro, and just look at how smart it looks, very nice and lightweight, and it just really finishes an outfit really nice and handsome. And that is our style Donahoe. Now we're talking about things that are a little bit more dressy, and here is our style Brando. What is so special about him is, of course, the great looks, the burnishing, all those great things that I talk about. But I want to draw your attention to the outsole, because I want you to see just how nicely it's done with that stacked heel, with that welt. The welt here, we're going to give a little bit of that blue, giving him dimension, and now it's all about that inside, about the lining inside, so it has like that silky look of that material right inside, and it just gives him something ever so handsome to slip into, and that's our style Brando. With our dressier styles, you can see we're going to get a little bit more elongated. Just like we mentioned to you about things that are Euro lasts, we will absolutely have the room right here. And you're going to see, instead of, we're going to bring in the brogue, but instead of a traditional wingtip, it's just really that brogue design that you're going to see it right there. And then, of course, we're going to bring that broguing right down onto the sides, and just another nice Oxford style, a little bit more dressy. And don't forget about that Bordeaux. Ezra is a true monk strap if I've ever seen one myself. You're going to have the two buckles right there, and there's that really nice toe shape. Extended cap toe with that broguing to give that little other piece of distinction, and of course broguing right all the way around, and just a really nice, handsome style. Let's get into something that is spring, that is a little bit more open, and his name is Bane. We're going to give little openness right there in the back, and along with that, you're going to get padding along here. Let's give, can you guess it? Twin gore. I like the way we really did the twin gore here, because it's covered right here with leather, so you don't even see the elastic. You're going to see a little bit of a design here, not really perforated, but it has like the little bit of the, the slits right there. It is lined, so it does go all the way through. And again, I mean, look at that. It's because of the construction, lightweight and durable, no midsole. That's our secret. Felix, ranked number 5, something that is traditional. I draw your attention to the toe shape. I also draw your attention, now we have twin gore right here, leather inside, and it's all about the outsole here. So this is it's a poly bottom, so you're going to have that really nice lightweightness. You're going to have right here, we talk about the heel strike giving you a little extra. Well, we've got that built in, and that is ranked number 5. His name is Felix. Next is Serrano, ranked number 3. New style that has jumped up into the ranking. You can see why. He is fantastic. Now we're getting into our stitch construction. You're going to see that stitch construction right there around the welt. I wish you could feel how lightweight, truly lightweight. Nice dimension to the outsole, comes up ever so slightly right there in the back. Our twin goring, you're going to see it's a nubuck. A nubuck is a really nice, rich, leather, and it also lends itself to a little bit more of that casual look. And here is our Serrano. The next style, a little bit more basic. This is our next style with that nice little bit of that toe character. I'm sorry, the next style is Nicolo, and you're going to see the other stitch construction. So to give him a little extra character right here in the toe, we're just going to accent the toe line right here with that little bit of that butt stitch. And because it has, these are made in Europe, so because it has that nice stitch construction, you're going to get a lot of that flexibility in the forefront. And then, of course, right around here, it is a nice pebbled leather. Now I'm going to get to this next style. Got a little ahead of myself before. This is a Bisco, ranked number 6. You're going to see there's that twin goring. We do have all that cushioning right around, and here he is a little bit more of that little almond toe, but a little bit more rounder toe. So nice and beefy outsole right there, and that's our ranked number 6. the next style here, and I do have the tag. We pulled this actually from production. Want you to see that we do have nice hang tags. This is our style Enzo. With Enzo, it is more of a square toe, giving a little bit more of that extended welt with that stitch construction. Let's give him padding right across here on the top of the foot. Padding around the back without saying, I say it about almost about every single style, but let's give it to him right here across that vamp style as well. Now we have a little bit more of a classic. This is our style Laredo. So you're gonna see, yes, it's okay to wear them with socks. You're gonna see our model have them on with his fun socks. You're gonna see a little bit of, we got hook and loop closure. It is a back strap that is padded right there, and take notice of the toe box, very important. We want to have a built up toe box so we bring extra comfort there. And that's our Laredo. And then the next one, along the same lines, except for the sling back, let's give him a fully closed back with just 2 openings here. You're going to see that stitch construction, and the style is very classic. It's interlaced, so it has that woven look. And again, it's just bringing a nice, fresh, ranked number 10 style Espino. Sandals, yes, let's get into Ben. With Ben, you're going to see it's all about the footbed. So we talked about removable insoles, but now we're going to talk about the footbeds. Footbeds are really important. You're going to see that it has arch support, and it's going to hit all the great places that you need it to be. We're going to have a nice, handsome dark brown and black. That's really nice and important. Nice one-band slide. And then, of course, he has to have a brother. And that brother is that same exact construction. His name is Jeff. And you're going to see a nice back strap here. The buckle is a functioning buckle, and you're going to see, maybe you can see it best right here, just how, how that outsole looks really nice and modern, but it's all about that footbed, and you can see it right there on the model's foot. And remember, black and brown. Our next style is a very traditional slide. Super lightweight, marshmallow padding, nice flexibility right here. So you're going to see Nunzio, and he is just ever so nicely interlaced right here, giving him a lot of foot coverage here. I'm going to hand him off because I do want you to see him on the model's foot. And as the model puts him on, let's talk about the brown. Another great brown, and as you can see on that upper, we just put a little extra like stitching designs, and what does that do? Well, it adds interest, and that is the brown. So we have our model, Pedro, coming up, and he will be showcasing for you the black, because that's the sample that we have. And there he is. So you're going to see how nicely it looks on the foot, and it's just an easy sandal. And there you go. Our next style is the one with the back strap. Okay, yes, indeed, leather sandals equal happy feet, that's for sure. So this is our next style here, and it is the back strap. I'm also going to put that on the model. And as the model is putting on our next style, which is No Far, you can see that we always want to have a balance of those styles that is a slide and those styles that have the back strap, because sometimes you just need that little extra security. Well, here's our back strap style for you, and you can see it has a buckle right across the top, and of course it has a really nice crisscross. Okay. Now you're going to see that brown. Told you, everything is this nice dark brown and black. Okay, next. So next, what we have here is, this is a part of our recovery program. We have 2 new styles. They are not in the catalog. They are added to our digital catalog, so you have to be sure to check it out. And really what you've got here is, please take a picture because it's not in the book. Go ahead and snap it away. So what we have here is recovery, and what that really means is it's going to be a little bit of a wider base right in here. I'm just going to kind of flip this around so you can see the curvation. So we're giving a little bit wider here. And recovery, what do we need those for? I'm just going to bring out my other style as the model's putting on that one, because these are 2 slides. But what that really means is, maybe it's after a performance sport, or your feet hurt, or a surgery carry anything, this is really going to help you out because it gives you a little bit more width right here and support where you need it. So let's go to model so you can see what it looks like. That's the Connor. There you go. So that's just a very traditional slip-on slide. You can see it right there. And then the one in my hand, and I'm just jumping a little bit, I want you to see the little bit of the support, what it really looks like inside. And then you're going to see this particular one is a one band, but you have that hook and loop, which is really nice too for your great adjustability. Okay, next, let's get into Relife. Now, just like we do for the ladies, we want to bring that technology to Relife. Let's bring it into the men's. So for the men's, this is an active style, so more of like that hiker look, that nice terrain. I'm going to tell you that these are man-made materials, which are just really nicely done. You're going to see all adjustability, right? 3 points of adjustability, and there is all that great technology right through and through, and that is our style camo. I do have an image of the black for you. You can see whenever we do black, what we want to accent it with a little bit of that orange and a little bit of that like taupe color. So really nice sandal backstrap. Keep them in, keep them active, and keep them outdoors. Taft. Now, these next two styles, of course, have technology. It is the Relife, but here is the great thing. So this is an easy fit, and what we mean by that is no bending, no nothing. You just slip your foot right in there, easy in to get off. So this back heel counter, you're going to see it's styled up, and it's a little bit more stiff, so this way you don't bend down and you're in. So let's give him some really nice looks. Just a really nice clean slip-on design right there, but you're going to see just a little bit of the mix of designs, and then of course the outsole, well, he's a beige color, and that's our style Taft. So that's a slip-on. We're taking that same Relife technology about Relife, the shock absorbing and all that Relife bring, but here's another easy fit style. So with this particular easy fit, let's give him something that's really super duper easy, and that comes in with also the elastic laces. So as I explained to you before, hard here, no bend down, easy fit, and then you have your lace up. So if you wanted, you don't have to necessarily tie it. This way you have nice extra little give there, super duper padded tongue, and then it's just all about the great looks, and that's what Relife has to offer, and that's our style Tartar. One last great style from Relife is right here. Now, this particular style is sporty. We're going to give a traditional lace up, but check it out, a little bit of an inside zip to make it easy. You can just lace it up once, forget about it, and it's all about getting in and out here with this side zipper. So when we do that, you're going to see a little bit extra padding here, and it's just a little detail. Even as I work this zipper, putting a little rubber cover right here. So, you know, a fella's hands are larger, so you want to make sure, boom, you can get to that zipper and have it nice and easy for easy on and off. Just a really nice, smart look, like that outsole, the two-tone color. And when we talk about the technology, it's here, it's these primary cylinders. That's what's going to give that nice comfort for the shock absorbing, and then of course we have all the secondary cylinders all the way around. So we wanted to really give him a great comfort, and then of course I just have to show you the back because I got a lot of nice little detail back there as well. And that is the Spring Step Men. So I hope you love the Le Artiste and the Spring Step. You can see the displays right behind me, and I hope you love seeing the 2025 collection.